Hello and welcome back to the Babenbergs. We are holding a coronation for ourselves, which will be our second coronation. And then after that we can start looking at like longer term plans. Well, that is if Serbia stops declaring war on our liege, because they keep declaring war for my stuff, which I'm not a huge fan of. Also thinking, if I win this siege, am I able to walk back here? My logic for the answer being yes is I should be able to walk here without attrition. I think if this is sieged, which should then mean I can walk here without attrition because it's bordering my land. So I should then be able to walk here. Maybe. I mean, if not, I can just go back this way, I suppose. But anyway, that's fine. It's 41 days till our coronation, so let's just unpause and let things go. A warhound for the Archduke. How can we be expected to smile, growls my vassal, Count Jocelyn of Győr. Swished spiced wine, praise peace, hope for the future of the realm. He glares into a dubious nest of Sopronian nobles. While vermin eye us evilly and plot your downfall, my Archduke, he spits. Give me leave to sound my war horn. I'll thrash Countess Aedna of Sopron. Make no mistake. What? Okay, so let's start with supporters. Kaiser's a supporter. That's a pretty big win for us. That's Salzburg is a supporter. Cool. And Savarix is a supporter. So my friend, my family member, who I promoted to being a duchess, and my liege are my main supporters. Main detractors. Cagliari, fellow vassal. Ondra of Steiermark, so he is my vassal, and then Elimar of Kuyavia, who is my vassal as well. Okay. So, what would this do? So this is this guy, Jocelyn of Győr. So he holds what land? Well, he holds this land here. He would like a claim on Sopron. Okay, so that would be on our Orthodox person in Sopron. So initially we're kind of okay with that. He would start a war, it would remove him from the activity, and it would remove her from the activity. Okay. He has 750 troops. She has how many? 428. Allied with this person who has 448, but you're allied with a bunch. Okay. So he'd probably win that. I'm not against that. That seems pretty good from my side of things. I can try and point him against Earl Ilfwine. This guy down... Wait. This guy over here. Okay. I don't really have anything against him. I don't really have anything for him, but nothing against him. Where such passion belongs at my dining table. No, you can have the claim, and you can start a war. Although it's interesting that he gets an unpressed claim, because immediately a war is declared, right? Which would mean that that claim would then be a pressed claim, because we're pressing that claim. That's weird. Anyway. You can declare war. So they should now both be out, and they're now in this war. Okay. Interesting. Okay, that's an odd interaction. I like it. I like seeing odd interactions. Oh, I've actually got my guy going all the way back here anyway. Do I want to just sit and siege this instead, though? How long is it going to take me to get back? 48 days. Nah, I want to walk all the way there. Okay, cool. Right. Let's keep going with the prelude. Petitioners. My lord, King Vito, greets me with an obsequious bow. He laughs and takes a sip of spiced wine before continuing. I stand here to support you, my esteemed Archduke. Allow me to be by your side no matter what. Okay. Don't want to be friends with Pomerania, a fellow member of my dynasty? Yeah? Think so. Petitioners. Archduke Henri, please allow us to pray for God to bless your reign and make it long and prosperous. This is Spoleto. Sure. That sounds good. Okay. We're still traveling. To my vassal, I'm no longer steward. Oh, okay. A crowned crowd. It's an extraordinary pleasure to see my fellow rulers, King Barnard, Queen Vesliken, King Vido II, Kaiser Andreas III, and King George. Truly, I could not have wished for better witnesses of my coronation. I simply must speak with those whose hearts are warm for mine, and establish lasting relationships between our courts. These sovereigns' presence is both a blessing and opportunity. My regal worthiness will be displayed from the first day of my rule to the last. This is because my embracing supporters' intent. So, every Glory Hound and Zealot vassal gets 5 opinion. They all get opinion of me. Or, I can just not do that. Okay, well, I'm going to do that. Seems reasonable. Okay. Carrying on. A blessing from Tengri. My acquaintance, Kazaa, a devout Tengri, steps forward, his expression solemn and serene. Tengri smiles upon unity among rulers, he proclaims. Permit me to offer you the blessing in the name of Ulgen as a gesture of harmony. Melisande, one of my loyal supporters, watches closely, intrigued by the gesture. I can call her to my side because of my embrace supporters' intent, and say this is clearly heresy. This is clearly heresy, I can say anyway, apparently. Except this one, wait, they give me different things and evade the question. Okay, so I'm probably choosing one of these, but this is because I'm zealous, I can do that. So every zealous faith attendee gets 20 opinion. He gets opinion lowered. Okay, so this is minus 25 opinion on this one. This was minus 15 and he gets stressed instead. Okay, I don't know why these are different. Both have 20% chance of getting Faithful Blade. Both lower my stress by the same amount. Okay, well, I'm going to say this is clearly heresy. Yeah. Cool. Did I gain my thing? I didn't gain the Holy Warrior thing, but my level of devotion has gone up to Devoted Servant, which is nice. Where's our army? Our army's still making it over there, that's fine. Back to this. A Luitpolding King. My great friend, King Vido, has left his pleasant seat in the Kingdom of Pomerania to celebrate my coronation. His presence here is a sign of support, of trust, of shared bond of blood. No wrath. These words have guided Luitpolding through generations. Our ancestors have carried it through thick and thin. Whether together or alone, it's up to me and King Vido to carry them further. So we can get renown. Okay. I can say, welcome, my friends. Or you will witness the ascension of a true Luitpolding. I am tempted to do this to increase my legitimacy, but I'm fairly certain it's going to increase to 4 anyway. So let's do this one. Let's get the opinion and the extra renown. Sounds good. New martial perk. Ooh. I'm going to grab Engineered for Destruction to make our siege weapons better. Okay. How many days out am I? 29. They're 43 days out. That's okay. Emerging lunacy. Okay, many things happened at once. Strange people have been appearing around court lately. Some I only see as shadows in the corner of my eye. Others I glimpse quickly and then they seem to be gone. No matter how many I set on the task, these strange people cannot be found, but the intensity of their taunting is increasing. So I'm not a lunatic yet, but I'm on the path to lunacy. Okay, well that's not good. Okay, I'm learning High German, endless hours practicing accentuation, sleepless nights mimicking inflection, countless lessons mastering intonation. It was all worth it in the end. During my efforts, I looked to emulate Kaiser Andreas' accent. I'm sure he'd be impressed by my results. Do I feel accomplished, or should I send him a letter? I'll just feel accomplished. That's fine. And then zealot vassals like that. Okay, encouraging words. The flames on the fireplace dance in what looks like a round dance. The door to my chambers opens abruptly, and I hear a familiar voice calling my name. Archduke Henri, my steward Adelheid starts. I know the day is near when you will look at your reflection in the cold metal and wonder if you're doing the right thing. Let it be known, let it be screamed from every corner of this keep. I will stand by your side. She produces a small gift from her pouch. I've commissioned this for you. I am become the owner of a magnificent spear. 10 prowess, 20 pursuit efficiency, and 14% enemy fatal casualties. Our current spear is a lot more knight efficiency stuff. Okay. Say thank you, or I feel calmer now. You know what? I'm going to take the spear. I don't know what we're going to call it, but we're going to take the spear. Maybe that's suggestions for names, if anyone's got one, but yeah. Oh, somebody told me to check this, and I never did. Oh, there you go. So you can see this updates every time there's a coronation with it. That's cool. Anyway. Right. Back to this. Wait a few days. Actually, you know what? No, I still want the number of knights because I'm not leading my army. I was going to say I might equip it, but not unless I'm leading an army. Right, we'll get rid of that. The Archduke's Baghatur. I'm greeting a new line of arrivals when a foreigner appears before me, an exotic blade at his side. He drops at his knees immediately and offers up his sword with a flourish. O great Archduke, I have spent long on the road, away from Dzulpas, and I have heard it spoken that you seek loyal servants. Mighty ruler, allow me to find glory and serve you as Tengri. No. My vassal, Count Karoli, gives a scathing look at the mention of the infidel god. Yeah, get rid of him. Emerging lunacy. Last week I've been spiraling, like a leaf in a tornado, going round and round. What is reality? What is real? I can no longer answer this. All I know is that the woman in the clouds understands me, but the curling shadows spread further and further each day, grasping like rodents. Shoo, away with you. I'm now a lunatic. I see. That's an odd thing to happen during our coronation, I would say. All the preparations are complete. The great ceremonial assembly now awaits in Vienna's High Church. To cheers and exultation, my procession parts the city's thronging crowds. My finest knights ride before me, my household behind, my royal household behind. Peasants steam forth for a glimpse of the soon-to-be Archduke. Atop their parents' shoulders, amidst the multitude, Franco-Bavarian children grin. Now, because I'm the very image of a great Archduke, and we get impressed by stately coronation for 10 years here. Nice. Okay. We are going to arrive here, and we are going to defeat them. Fantastic. Well, keep going. Pledge to the bishops. Will you safeguard the faithful as their Archduke? Will you preserve the rights and privileges of God's clergy? Obviously, I'm zealous, so I will be a hammer against the infidel. I gain Faithful Blade, so I get progress in this, I assume, when I do, fight people of other faiths. And it gives me bonuses when fighting people of other faiths, which is pretty good. Yeah. Except that the higher ranks, you actually get bonuses against anyone, which is kind of nice. Yes, 100%, and the pledge of persecution. Martial per level of devotion. Yep, seems perfect for me. Oh, by the way, how's the war going up here? I just want to have a look at this. So, he has more troops. Yeah, okay. Although it looks like he might lose a battle. The vassals of Austria come forth to give their allegiance, one after another raising open-palmed hands, one after another bending to give kisses of fealty. Utter submission, a beauteous sight, we'll say. Okay, it looks like their battle just ended. You're losing because you lost the battle. Oh, that means they're going to win the war. Okay. Illustrious now, so we got an increased number of knights. Cool, and we're about to arrive and get there in 4 days. Appeal to the masses. Henri of Austria. I'm honoured. Fantastic, my level of legitimacy has now gone up to level 4. Nice, which is a level above where it's expected to be, which is quite nice. Okay. And we have now got here, we have 3 times the troops and we have more on the way. Perfect. The holy oil. Ooh, okay. I see more options. Prince Bishop Robert, the shepherd of Benoit, marks me with the sacred, sweet-smelling golden oil. On my trembling hands, my head, my breast, my shoulders, and the bends of my arms, this anointment is shared by prophets, priests, and monarchs. My skin shines with the very approval of God. So I have 3 options here. Because of my lifestyle focus, I can say, from sacred oil, holy fire. Waging successful kingdom tier holy wars will give me a warrior of the faith trait. Oh, okay. So this is Crusader. I think this is the Crusader trait for our faith. Okay, that's interesting. But it has to be a kingdom tier holy war. which is more difficult to do with us currently. Zealous and just, I can say the blessed word is mine to spread, so it increases acceptance of all demand conversion type interactions. I know God's favour, or I gleam with God's own touch. Let's say Holy Fire. That's a big buff if we can get it. Okay. The crowning of Henri II. Graced by royal treasures, I kneel for the Archduke of Austria, the Archduke I am about to truly become. He bows to the Holy Roman Kaiser and to God. And we get the crowned sovereign law. Wonderful. Our consort. I'm fine with this just saying like, hey, we'll get some opinion of our wife. I mean, we could try and get rid of her, but I'm not going to murder her, so that's fine. We're still winning that battle. Cool. An oath for the ages. Ooh, so which oath are we going to go for here? Expand the realm. The realm needs to have a size of 137. That's going to be difficult. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do. Wait a second. 5 years of continuous peace within 50 years. So you just need to be at peace for 5 years within like anywhere in 50 years? That's crazy easy to do. Okay, install claimants. I kind of want to do that actually already. Foster enlightenment I don't think we're doing. Greatest hunter I don't think we're doing. I think expand the realm is not something very easy for I don't think that's something that us as a vassal is going to find that easy to do. The thing is, the war I want to declare is I want to declare that war for West Franconia. As I could expand into Nitra, West Franconia, Heilich. There's options to expand here. The question is there 31 holdings worth? That's going to be more difficult. Unless, of course, I get it, because if I become the Holy Roman Emperor, does that count? Kind of tempted to go for it. I'm tempted for the installed claimants as well, though. Interesting. Ensure peace is obviously like a very easy one to do with nice bonuses. Thinking of where we want to go, and shape the realm is obviously pretty easy to do. I think I take expand the realm. Yes. 20 years to expand the realm. The feast. Wonderful. It's time to have a feast. Right, we're still winning that battle. Cool. Shared memories. My wife, Archduchess Julienne, brushes off her dress as she scoots over to me. My serene husband, I was enjoying this wine as I was reminded of the day we married. A wonderful day indeed, or may we make many more memories yet. Yeah, let's just say that. Also, somebody was wondering if we murdered someone or something. First of all, kills. We killed this guy, and this guy. Which we all did as us here. And then memories of this character. What did we do? My grandfather, Omri, was accidentally killed in a tournament duel. Yeah. What else did we do? We married here. I was acclaimed as a knight of true distinction by my mother. Grandmother, aunt died. Took up the mantle of distinguished accolade and became known among knights. I guess we were an acclaimed knight at some point. We inherited the Duchy of Anjou. Ward completed his tutelage. Otto died under mysterious circumstances, so he wasn't involved in Otto's murder. I think that was the one that people were asking about. No, I think he just... yeah, I think he was just... like, he just knows about it. And benefited from it, I guess would be the other way of putting it. But he wasn't actually the person who did it. Okay, cool. Yeah, and then the rest of these are ones that we did, basically. Cool, there you go. That's what our character did before we played them. Hey, we won the battle. Fantastic. You're now going to head to Severin and you're going to siege it. Perfect. Back to the feast. Blessed toast. A reverent hush falls when the choir's hymn ends. An aura of sanctity settling over the hall. My devoted servant reputation seems to call forth my vassal Prince Bishop Robert of Benoit, who rises and proclaims with heartfelt zeal, "May the light of heaven illuminate your reign, and may God guide your path. May God grant you wisdom, and may Satan never darken your door." And say you're very kind. Yes. Okay. Wonderful. Oh, commander improved. My mercenaries are gone. That's absolutely fine. Go speed 4. I have heard of you. Archduke Henri, my cousin Melisande, calls my name. My dear uncle Omri speaks fondly of you. Omri of Savoy, she proudly says, taking a sip of her spiced wine. I've been looking forward to feasting with you. Alright, let's say, well, I don't know. I'm not here to talk about him, I guess. That's fine. The bootlicker. The rumours that have been circling about Mayor Gudrun wanting to curry favour with Kaiser Andreas are confirmed as she hands him a gift. My dearest liege, it's so lovely to see you. Knowing that we'd meet here, I brought you this marvellous pelt as a token of my appreciation. Kaiser Andreas grins as he studies the animal hide. Seeing how happy he is from receiving a gift, I realise I'm at risk of missing this opportunity to improve my standing as well. Nope. Nope, I'm not missing it. It's fine. More diseases, but none near us. That's all we needed to worry about. Friends everywhere. With a few odd ceremonial flourishes, the Pomeranian King of Pomerania, weird way of phrasing it, gestures for a moment of my time. Bearing a jewel-encrusted coffer in hand, Vido addresses the hall. Your Grace, accept this token of goodwill from my kingdom. May it symbolize a lasting bond between your people and mine. My cousin Valence rises to this side and whispers, this gift could become the beginning of something lasting, my Archduke. Okay, so we can enter a mutual alliance. I can say, I have no need for trinkets, or graciously accept. Do I want an alliance with them? I guess so. Yeah, that sounds perfectly reasonable. A promise is a promise. I'll do anything you ask of me, anything at all. Ask me and it is done, says Aubrey. Alright, cool. I'll get a hook on you. That's fine. The Archduke's intent. This is the weird event that we had before, talking about how these guys were going to be my inner circle of counselors or something. Anyway. I will take the development modifier this time. Cool. Right, my reign begins. So, we get supported coronation for 20 years. We get crown sovereign law. Prestige and legitimacy go up. We get more prestige and legitimacy from supporter vassals, which means we get a lot of prestige and legitimacy. Our legitimacy will go to level 5. We get opinion with a whole bunch of people. These guys get a development growth in different holdings, and my reign begins. Our coronation is now over. Neighboring ruler has won a war. You won against the Cuman Nazari nomadic uprising. Alright, good for you, I think. Right, do we want to lead our army? I think I want to lead our army. That's fine. Right, it says I can enter seclusion? I don't think, oh, it's because there's stuff over here. Okay, let's not worry about that then. Neighboring ruler lost a war. It's fine, neighboring ruler won a war. We're against the tyranny. Secret exposed. Secret truth has reached the light of day. My acquaintance Samar has copulated with her lover. Such things cannot be accepted outside of marriage. Okay, well. I'll punish you by imprisoning you. Let's head over here and start sieging some more. Oh, no, beat up that army. Yeah, it's a defensive war. Beat up that army. Definitely. Okay. This is all fine. Do I want to ransom some prisoners? Probably. Yeah, we'll get those ransoms. You convert or die. You convert or die. You give me a weak hook. Okay, nope, you're staying in prison, huh? Alright, fair enough. Right. We're gonna catch this army as it's trying to leave. And we are gonna wipe them. Nice. Okay. So now we can head here and siege. 30 days left. We have taken war score. This should be the end of the war, I think. Celestial Lance now has levy contribution on it. Oh, I was gonna put on the other lance as well. The reason I was gonna do it is I think that actually if we're leading, pursuit efficiency and enemy fatal casualties is more important. Yeah, so let's put that on there for now. Right. 100%. Wonderful. That means we've won the war, Liege. You can end the war whenever you like. Wonderful. So Kaiser Andreas gets paid a bunch of money, we get a bunch of prestige and opinion of the Kaiser. Wonderful. Knight's Declaration. A knight is saying poetry to my wife. No, we will be putting a stop to that right now. Okay, what's next? Many things. I can imprison criminals for various things. Excommunicated, fornicator, excommunicated. Well, I could maybe get rid of some of the excommunicated ones, but they're not actually my vassal. Yeah, they're my vassal's vassal. Although I can also imprison him for some reason. What's my reason for imprisoning him? Known criminal. Oh, okay. Well, cool. Right, we'll leave that for just now. That's alright. Negotiate alliance with my half-brother of Novara. He's within my realm. I don't need an alliance with him because he's not even, like, he is my vassal's vassal. Okay. Span the realm 20 years. What else have we got? Inspired person can be sponsored. You want to make a sculpture. Have you considered being dismissed because you're the wrong religion? There we go. That'll get rid of that one. Next. Let's hold court. Let's do this quickly. Noble privileges. My liege, Great House Babenberg and its Duchy of Salzburg are loyal servants of Austria. We deserve greater recognition of our quality. Excluding your most qualified and prominent followers only serves to sow division and mistrust. Okay, so you can get you want a Castellan contract. Yeah, I don't really want to give you that. No. I hear you have a fine collection. Such entitlement demands sacrifices in return. Only if your borders are never altered, or I can just say no. I'm just going to say no. My lord, Komarom has been hit hard by recent raiding and looting. The people are starving, our fields are not recovering, and our livestock is not enough to survive anymore. We beg you to intervene and save your devoted subjects with your great magnanimity. Okay. I mean, these are all the holdings that are worth basically nothing to us, so I'll just give you tax relief. Looking for work. A middle-aged man steps before me with a quiet dignity before bowing deeply. Greetings, your majesty. I am Eberhard, your loyal servant. I come before you today to seek employment in your court. I am an accomplished manager, having worked for several of the local lords and courts of Eschenlohe, my homeland. In honor to put my talents to a greater cause in the service of my Archduke and all of Austria. But you're not, like, very good at things. Have you considered, like, that? Yeah, no. Sorry. Oh, and he's instantly dead. Alright, cool. Alright, well that's that done. Okay, now what have we got to do? Pay homage? We could pay homage to our liege. I suppose we should pay homage to our liege. Let's quickly pay homage to our liege. We're going to give him nothing, but we're going to pay homage. I need a mountaineer and mercenary guards. Wow, it's actually dangerous all the way along there, actually. If I go this way, is it any better? So I'd be going here. Oh, no. Let's try this again. Here. And here. I see. You have to go out a little bit to actually make that work. And like here. Yeah, and then do the same on the way back. So it'd be there. 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 Yeah. Okay. We could do that. Let's do it. Let's do it very quickly. Just travel there and back. Wonderful. Your neighboring ruler has won in a disillusion war, so the land didn't get split into its individual pieces. The martial contest. As we pass through the market in Marpuch, we hear a loud yell and stumble into an ongoing tussle between two men, tightly observed by a group of people. The crowd cheers profusely as one of them is swept off his feet, face planted solemnly in the dirt, thus concluding the match. "Who's next?" the man yells into the crowd, and his eyes land on our group. At my side, Attrax snorts in response to the challenge. You don't look particularly Catholic, mate. I just want to say that. Okay. And say, I will do it. You can do it, Attrax, or it's time we leave. I will do it. I won the duel. Of course I did. You will not accept converting. I'm going to ask you to do it anyway. He said no. Oh, okay then. Can I dismiss him? Yeah, I could just dismiss him. And that would be fair. We should just dismiss him. Yeah. Okay. Trailside Bonds. Attrax, who's still traveling with us, and Alphonse. Well, we'll just take the hastened journey. Language barrier. It seems our caravan has become a little lost in these foreign lands. Alphonse has been trailing around Modrus for hours, and though he at last swallowed his pride and asked for directions, he does not appear to be an expert South Slavic speaker. I'll try. I got lost. Oh, okay. Well, fair enough. A new hybrid culture, Omich, Franconian and Czech cultures have made that one. The Fanatic. My entourage passes through Rijeka without issue until I hear some commotion coming from around my guards. Eventually a stranger manages to push through and stand by my side, beaming as if blessed by God himself. By God, by the Lord, by Christ, it's the Archduke of Austria. I desire nothing more than to serve you unconditionally for the rest of my life. My guards stand at the ready to throw her back into the mud, but she would certainly make for a loyal courtier. Okay, and say join me. Here's some coin. Or back to the gutter. Well, I mean, you are, like, you know, orthodox, so back to the gutter from whence you came. I would have thought because I'm callous this wouldn't stress us out, but I guess what it's saying is normally the stress gain would be higher. Maybe we've got something, maybe it's just, which is making us lose stress in the first place, but anyway, or gain stress in the first place. We've now visited the capital, got some learning and diplomacy. The servants usher me into Kaiser Andreas III's great hall in Pula, where he sits on his throne. He's not there. Waiting to hear my pledge. I kneel at the feet... Where is he? Yeah, he's traveling somewhere. Alright, he's going to King George's coronation of Lotharingia. Oh. I kneel at the feet of my lord and pledge many oaths of homage as the scribes record the event. With that, the ceremony is complete. I have nothing to offer my Kaiser except my promise to faithfully serve as the vassal of the Empire. Andreas bids me to arise, confirming his satisfaction along with my rights to the lands I rule in his stead. Okay. Caught outside. We'll have a 7-day delay, that's fine. Let's make our way up here. You've arrived? You're Catholic, you can stay. Arranged betrothal. Italy would like their princess to marry my son. It's not a bad alliance. I would say it's a pretty good alliance, all things considered. I accept it. I accept it, that's fine. Okay. Purse pursuit. As I'm looking through the market stalls in Oberwart, I feel my purse strings cut. Despite my immediate reaction, the thief disappears into the crowd. Only through pure coincidence, one of my guards sees the man as he heads into a back alley. "Stop or I'll have your head," one of my guards shouts at him, and the thief turns around, giving us an angry, shifty stare. Well, I think you will be killed by me. Yes. Yeah, that seems like a fair thing. We have now arrived back. Wonderful. Now, I think I'm too late to go to the coronation over here, or over here, wherever it's being held in Lotharingia. So, I think it's time for us to declare war. We're second in line, by the way, to inherit the Holy Roman Empire. Let's have a look at the votes. So votes are us voting for ourselves, everyone else voting for Rutger, and us just happening to have the second highest number of votes individually. Fair enough. Now, we have somebody in our court who has we have a guest who has a claim on West Franconia. You. No? You? Maybe they're gone. Maybe we had a guest who had a claim on West Franconia and they've now left. You have a county claim. What if we can get somebody with a claim on West Franconia? Yeah, someone like you, Prince Anselm, or Ernst, or Lutbert. Or Lasco, Elmtrud, Berta, are not. Why are they not wanting to join? My lodging standards are only giving me plus 10. So they're naturally not inclined to join. Can I push my lodging standards up any further, or does it only gives me a plus 20 at max? Okay. It's not the end of the world. I could potentially see if there's anyone I can marry them to if they're unmarried. They're all very married, huh? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, none of them are hanging around my courts. My courtiers' courts. Not that I can see. Now. Let me try up here. Why would you not join? Yeah, you just don't want to? Just don't want to? Yep. Okay. Interesting. Alder of Toulouse has a claim. Volmar of Frankfurt. One thing I was thinking is we could take the land that they're in and then potentially get claimed that way. Guess we're not getting one in West Franconia. What wars do I have? What does it think I can declare? A war on Alba? What's my war on Alba? Count Menhard's claims. On Strathern. Yeah, let's not do that. Okay. Nitra? Where's Nitra? Oh, it's there. Oh, well I could Holy War for Kingdom. You can only do one per lifetime, but it would get me the Crusader trait. That's an interesting idea. Yeah, just immediately declare a Holy War for this. I think that's not a bad idea. Just trying to think what else we would declare a Kingdom level Holy War on. Guess Galicia Volnea? Maybe if we were feeling very frisky, like the Byzantine Empire if they fell apart, but... No, I think this is actually probably one of our best ways to declare a Holy War. Let's do it. Right. Rally point over here. Let's raise some troops. Right. Oh, also it looks like they've just won their war. Yeah, fantastic. Head over here. That's all fine. I can ask my head of faith for gold, and they're willing to accept because I'm waging an offensive holy war. Nice. Huge amounts of money. I'm going to siege their capital. Baroness Emma has asked me to promote Bodic. No. Okay. And we've won the siege. Almost won the war. Then we're going to fight their army. My kinswoman, Edita, is plotting to kill my courtier, Marie. Oh, alright, well that's not good. Right. I've now won the war. I will enforce my demands. Wonderful. And we gained the Crusader trait for that, which is 2 martial, 3 prowess, 5 same faith opinion, and 15 clergy opinion. Wonderful. That was nice and easy. Wait. I guess I still need to declare war on you at some point as well. Let's disband. This new land that I got, we want to give away. So it's Haunt. Haunt is de jure part of Nitra. Okay. Who holds the duchy currently? Nobody. So I could create the Duchy of Nitra and give it to someone, if I've got somebody who makes sense in here. What's the culture? Slovian, mostly? So maybe give it to the zealous Countess Volomir? That seems reasonable. Yeah, I'm going to create the title. I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to grant you that title, plus the lower holdings. Wonderful. Right. Now, that's done. And we've expanded the realm slightly. How much have I expanded it by? A little bit. Only 2, I think. We can ransom some people for money. So let's get 100 gold for you. I can't get any money for you, so you're going to convert or die. And give me a hook. Yep. And you still want to be in my prison? Yep. Okay. Cool. And then I'm going to declare war here. And we're going to seize all de jure lands. Which is no cost. Fantastic. Raise our troops. My cousin Ida has given birth to 2 children. Since the little ones are part of the loop-holding dynasty, they shall be blessed with good names. This is Ida, married to Prince Boleslav. Ida is Otto's child. Alright, well, first child, obviously, like Otto. And then Christina's fine. Right. That seems reasonable. Okay. Right. It's all fine. Let's go to war. Head straight there. Beat him up. Nice. And we will finish our siege. That's 100% war score. Enforcer demands. So we've taken it. That now means that she loves us, not only because we gave her land, but we pressed her claim as well. And that gave us a favor hook on her. Prisoners? Anyone that I need to deal with? Yep, some R-pads. You need to... Oh, you already converted? Just give me a weak hook and you can leave. You can leave. Give me 100 gold. Convert or die. Wonderful. Seems good to me. So that is now... That doesn't even count as an increase in realm size for that? What? What do you mean that doesn't count as an increase in realm size? Went from 109 to 109. But, like, literally I just increased in size. We just took that. How did I not increase the realm size? That's weird. Maybe it updates at the end of the month. Nope. It went from 109 to 109. Alright, well. Okay then. Sure. Whatever. That's fine. Well, that's at least a good start. We've cleared up some of the land inside our realm that we need to sort out. Let's see what other wars we can declare. Stonesti. Where are you? Oh, you're the person who I rejected stuff from. Yeah, definitely. I'm going to take your land. Let's do... Are you nearby? Yeah, I'll press your claim. Right. He's the one who I rejected at our coronation because he was a different religion. Right. Raise our troops. Go to war. Neighboring ruler has won a war. Says Lithuania won a war. And the Basilius won a war against a nomadic camp. Okay. Somebody's trying to kill Marie. Probably whoever was in that other plot with our family member. You might be an Archduke hit Henri, but you're also a loathsome churl, says my court tutor. Well, alright. The faithful prepare for war. Italy has called me into their liberty war. I accept. I will join your holy war. Wait, where's your holy war for? Holy war for the Kingdom of Jerusalem. Ah, been there before. Do you not feel like potentially we should worry about this, though, a little bit more? This seems like a much bigger worry for me, personally. Personally, I would think we should declare a war on that, or a war for the Kingdom of, what, Aragon? Yeah. I think that's a better war, but I don't have enough piety to make that case, so there you go. Now, if I go back to you, into Otto, just seeing who I could press for. Maybe for Ida? Maybe for Ida von Babenberg? We can press for Jerusalem for her. Ida. There we go. That works for me. Right. Clear these out. And let's get back to our war. Right. Siege. Carrying on. We won it. Fantastic. Let's enforce our demands. I also sieged some stag antlers. Oh. Which are utterly garbage, and I didn't hunt them myself, so let's get rid of those. Right. We don't need to give away this land because this land was a claim that we were pressing. So he's now happy that we pressed that claim for him. And now we need to move our army over to this war. Liberty War. Okay. Who's in charge? You're in charge. Okay, so you're going to head to there next, basically. Wait, are we in charge of this? Oh, we're going to take that route? I kind of prefer that you walk, honestly. Yeah, walk there, and then, like, I'm not going to walk, because I don't think we get any benefit from walking. No, we don't get any benefit from that. Yeah, no benefit from walking, so might as well just have another night walk. If I have an organizer, that would be great. Yeah, you can just walk it over there. That's fine. We will ransom you for 100 gold. And you can stay in our prison. Anything I want to upgrade here? Yeah, windmills. 100%. Let's upgrade our windmills. Hey, we're at 30 development? Ooh. That means I can make this if I get exalted amongst men. Which we're about to get. Oh, huge. Actually, I'll save my money for that then. Wonderful. Against the wayward. Discord festers among the warriors of Christ, for the heathen is mighty, the Mediterranean crossing shall cost us dearly, and the shipbuilder Podesta Giacomo of Urbino is harsh and cunning creditor. Count Gerald of Lüneburg details a rather different enterprise. With our combined zeal, why should we not instead install the claimant Carica on the throne of the Byzantine Empire? Would the rich reward we'd gain not fortify the faithful? And though he is still attempting to lead a crusade, Pope Lucius has granted this venture the blessing of St. Peter. I will join only as leader of this bold endeavour. You may be able to create the Latin Empire. Yeah. You are Catholic. Count me among the willing, or this plan makes no sense. It does kind of make no sense to attack the Byzantine Empire when they're in their only solid, strong state that they've been in all game. Yeah. Makes no sense. I'm out. I'm out. Yeah. Even as a lunatic, I can tell you that makes no sense. Let's increase supply capacity for our army. That's cool. Right. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to split up this army on this holding. Split up a few times. Right. So I'm going to do this into here. And then I'm going to take out an army. I'm going to do this into here. I'm going to take out an army. I'm going to do this into here. I'm going to take out an army. I'm going to do this into here, and I'm going to take out... Well, that is the last army. But basically, I'm going to split us up into different groups. Reason being that when they finally get there, they'll hopefully not have lost all their supply because they're not walking on top of each other. I've arrived in Vienna to pay homage to you, glorious Archduke, as a show of loyalty. I hope my pledge of submission alone is enough evidence of my honor. Okay. Thank you for the renown. Appreciate that. Grant vassals to rightful liege. Okay. And then this one as well. Seems perfectly fine. He's now much happier with us because we just granted him some vassals that were rightfully his. Alright. Cool. Cool. Right. Moving over here. You can see this one's actually fully resupplied on its way over. The Hunter's Art. Hey, we've had this event several times. My heir is now a hunter. Wonderful. That's good. Little extra prowess there. Okay, Ermengarde's boils are around as well. Elaine comes of age. I'm proud to see my son no longer as a child but as an adult. Even as a child, Elaine was always had a way of words. It is therefore unsurprising he has taken well to the study of diplomatic relations. With an excellent grasp of all manner of etiquette and understanding of all kinds of entertainment and eloquence to go with it, he will have little trouble navigating life at court. Level 3 education and defender. Nice. Okay. It's betrothed to somebody, so let's make this betrothal happen. Wonderful, they are now married. Disease, I'm assuming, is... Oh, it's over here, actually. Oh, okay. Still not at our capital, which is what we actually care about. Right, we'll get back to leading this army. Let's head over here. Right. Hey, it's got some free money. That's nice. Okay. We just lost the war because I didn't get there in time. So be it. I'll disband my army. Crusade is in 10 months. We can do a war that lasts less than 10 months. Corinthia has land over here, otherwise they would be perfect. Okay. Also, I can't help but notice your Francia again. When did that happen? That happened 7 years ago. Oh, okay. Cool. Could go for Highlatch here, I suppose. And they are another Orthodox one. We could just try and take it out on our border. I don't have a reason to declare war, apparently. Alright then. That's weird. No Casus Belli. Yep. Okay. Weird that it lets you on the screen. Yeah, we're in an awkward spot. I can also change your contract due to our hook that we have here. I don't really need to do that. Yeah, I think I'm fine with that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's not a lot we can do. We just kind of have to wait till 10 months. I guess I could hold an event. A thing. Could hold a hunt, I suppose. Like a very quick hunt to raise our prestige. Let's do a hunt in... Oh, is this where the disease is? Kinda, yeah. Like in the spread there? Almost certainly. Well, maybe. Okay. We could do a... Oh, I was going to do a funeral at one point. We just see if we can still hold one. Is it Ortenburg where I usually held them? Just want to see who we've got. No, we don't have our grandfather there. Okay. Could hold a feast from just after gaining prestige. Just hold a little feast in our capital. Although I should hold that in Ottoburg where I have the leisure palaces. But that's going to have disease next to it. Yeah, we're kind of hemmed in by this disease. Because I don't want to hold any events over here. Yeah, we're kind of stuck. Guess I could hold a grand tournament. Well, I could hold a grand tournament or tour, but like... They're going to take too long and they're going to get cancelled. So... I guess we chill. My rival was imprisoned. Lord Khazar was imprisoned by Wallachia. Alright, good job, Wallachia. Okay. What's this? I've been invited to Duke Kuno's hunt. Yeah, I'm not going to get there in time. We're gonna go on a crusade, unfortunately. Yeah, it's just not going to work out. Sorry. War declared on Liege. Oh, right, it's another peasant revolt of these guys. Sure, I'll meet you on the battlefield. Let's go beat you up. Perfectly acceptable to do. Right, let's raise our troops here. A scheme at court. He's certain that my acquaintance Duchess Anna is scheming against my courtier Marie. Alright, I'll let everybody know that. Okay. We have an army. Let's go. Okay. March straight at them. And we get to defeat them. And we've won. Fantastic. So be it. Disband. Whoa, wait a second. What happened to him? He had such a childlike face, and now he's got a giant beard. Okay. Well. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Anyway. Crazy. Let's carry on a little bit. Ill. Well, I would do no more than is necessary and just treat us. We got treated. Well done. Yeah, ill is not an actual illness. Well, it is, but you know what I mean. Like, it's not a named one. It's just you're ill, and it will go away. And if you're relatively healthy, which we are, so yeah, that's fine. 3 months till we go back to Jerusalem. Okay. I've been invited to Duke Ordulf's hunt. Do you not know that there is a crusade coming up? It will cancel your hunt if you turn up to the Crusade. Right. There's Volt. The splintered Crusade. The Catholic Crusade is betrayed. Faithless, misguided pilgrims abandoned together under the pretender Carica and a travesty of travesties to plan to assault the Byzantine Empire, a realm of Christians. They refused the journey to Jerusalem. Apologists for the haughty Count Gerald and the greedy Podesta Giacomo and all the rest claim that they will reunite the church, lending Greek strength to the cause. But only God knows what will come of this. Alright, let's have a little look at this war then. They do have 38,000 troops. They might win. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to raise my troops and go to the Vatican in our war, which we have a little bit more than the other side on. Okay. Oh, do I want to hire a holy order? I'm probably too late, right? Hey, not too late. I just don't have the piety. Okay. Right, let's go to the Adriatic. Okay. And then we're going to go and sit over here. We're not going to land, because then I have to repay to land or yeah, then I need to repay, basically, to put our troops back on the boats, but anyway. Greetings, my serene vassal. You've been a loyal and devoted subject. I wish to reward you for your service. In recognition of this, I'm offering you the position of Marshal of the Holy Roman Empire, which I, of course, accepted. This gives us decreased army gold maintenance, 4 prowess, levy size increase, and a monthly martial lifestyle increase boost, which is nice. My tutor position is vacated as he died of old age. Well, he did insult us recently, so he had it coming. Sort by aptitude. Hedvig should be our person, although actually our sister could be one. Although Hedvig is genius, so she actually wins. There you go. Hedvig. Fantastic. This is fine. Just gonna wait for these armies to merge up. I'll meet you on the field of battle. Wait, who am I actually against? This nomadic uprising on the edge of our realm. What happened to this? We had we had this guy. I guess they're just rising up. Okay. Hey guys, I'm gonna have to go deal with this first. I'll come to the Crusade in a minute. Hey, I'm no longer ill. Call to war. Bertrand of Burgundy, do you think now is the time for a holy war for Aragon? Or Aragon? Do you really think now is the time for you to declare this holy war? Not only do we not... Well, you don't have enough troops unless I join you. I'm tempted to decline. I'm going to decline. I mean, we're in a crusade here. You would like me to promote this person? No. Okay. Alright, let's land our army over here. Invalidated. Oh, you waited for me to land my troops. Fantastic. Martial perk. Let's go for... Well, I don't know. Probably hit and run. There we go. Get back on the boats. The romantic plague has spread. Okay. Where? I actually can't see it. Oh, it's up here. Oh, okay. Well, it doesn't matter to me then. Right. Are they waiting? No, they're not waiting for the Holy Roman Empire's army anymore. Let's head over. Secret exposed. My vassal Count Roman has accused my vassal Count Jocelyn of having an extramarital affair with his soulmate, Countess Catherine. How could he defile the sanctity of his marriage? Well, I can imprison her for it. Friedstadt. Well, I guess I could imprison her for that. Sure, we'll imprison her, but we're not going to do anything. I think I'll just let her out for some money. 50 gold. Wonderful. Oh, they're landing their troops. Uh-huh. Where's this guy's army? Okay, also he's not a conqueror currently, which is good. And he's defending against the Holy War up here, which might be where his army is. In which case, maybe I just head in here and siege this. For free. Ah! Ah! Get back in the boats. I am not going to get back in the boats in time. Okay. I honestly thought they were north. So you're going to get there in 4 days. We're going to leave in 30 days. Okay, I've made a horrible choice. Yep. Yep, yep. We are dead. How many days till I can retreat? 15 days. Yeah, we're not lasting that long, though. Unless the Pope drops some troops on us? No. Okay, is my army gone? It is. Also, this guy was slain. I see. The new marshal. New marshal's gonna be you for now. Yeah. Okay. I made a bad decision based upon info that I thought was correct at the time. I basically thought they had their whole army up here fighting that war. Turns out they were all sitting right here. Which, yeah, that's unfortunate. Oh well. That's what I get for playing on speed 5. Let's see. How's this going? That's horrible. Okay. That's actually atrocious. That's maybe the worst it could be. Okay. Yeah, so what they did is they chucked troops one by one into there. Yep. Okay, so we've lost this wholly... We lost this. This might be my fault, slightly. I don't think it's entirely my fault, because I think it was still winnable, but... Yeah. What comes around? Crack, my whip tears into me ferociously again and again. An intense, isolated, burning pain focuses me. Give my body the lash just a few more times. Each strike brings me a smidgen closer to sweet absolution. And I spot Beatrix, my daughter, staring right at me. Not quite my finest hour. With my leave, my daughter Beatrix and her wet nurse parade into my chamber. Ah, my liege, you witness a monumental occasion. Beatrix has a mighty gift to offer you. Go ahead, Beatrix. I lost a tooth. I'll say lovely. Goes around. My dungeon reverberates with screams of pain, youthful screams. I hasten forth. Squinting, I see the culprit is my daughter Beatrix, and that... Is that one of my whips? My jaw drops as Beatrix wounds herself in the name of the Lord. So we can choose to lose Flagellant, which would give us a health boost permanently, and say, come here. She can drop the habit. Or who said child rearing was difficult? In which case we're happy with it. Well, how do we feel? I feel, from a gameplay standpoint, I would like to lower some of our minor health penalties so that we live longer. So, from a gameplay standpoint, I feel like this is almost objectively the best option. And I think I will let gameplay win in this case, just because I'd like to not... Like, if this is going to be our final character, I'd like to survive a little bit. Okay. I'm just going to wait for my army to reinforce before I think about going to war. Hey, they got taking war score back, though, which is good. Seljuks are still at war with the Byzantines. How are the Byzantines doing in their war against the Crusade? They are losing. Oh. Alright. There's a new hybrid culture, the Russo-Finnish culture. Okay. That's cool. Let's continue focusing on this. Pen of Knight and Sword needs a worthy successor. I will seek one. That will get somebody with high diplomacy generated. Inspired person wants to do something. Would like to make armor and you're considered a master. I will fund you. I trust your judgment. Make me whatever armor you want. Okay, they're fighting. They're fighting. They're fighting. They lost. My alliance with Italy is over because the King of Italy is dead. Now Stefano is in charge of Italy and I cannot get an alliance with him. Oh, okay. Even though his aunt is married to my son. Fair enough. Good Dr. Thimo. My benevolent personal physician Thimo is a true healer, always ready with some suitable remedy or poultice at first murmurings of a courtier's mildest malady. His talents seem almost wasted, stretched as he is in treating the demanding denizens of the entire Austrian court. Oh, this is the modifier that's still broken. Yeah. In which case, we'll choose it, but it'll disappear in like 2 months anyway. Okay. I need a guardian for my daughter, but I don't, because the tutor will do it. Pickle Philip. I bump into a very grave-looking Dobromila, my armourer, hoping that she doesn't bring ill news of the splendid mail she should soon have ready for me. Oh, there you are, my liege. I've hit a wall on my work, nothing major. My ideas have gone to ground as pressure mounts, she laughs nervously. I just need inspiration, mighty Archduke. Might you have some prior examples I could examine? And go to the armory and say, I know what you need, or real inspiration comes from within. That's a... Well, I almost clicked on it. That is a 20% chance of good, 40% chance of bad, 40% chance nothing happens, but all it does is change progress. Okay, I'll choose this one. That's fine. Though there is no way to conclusively prove it, my vassal Countess Catherine's brought forth evidence that Gerard is not the son of my kinsman Count Gerard, but is fathered by my vassal Count Jocelyn. Oh, okay. Fair enough. They went to siege and then they got immediately beat up again. Yeah, that's the end of the Crusade. My alliance is expired with Savoy, as he's dead. So now Duke Joffrey of Savoy is in charge. Who I cannot get an alliance with. But I do have a reason to declare war. I have my claim on the Duchy of Savoy I could press. Ooh. That's worth thinking about. That seems reasonable. Okay. Crusade is... Inspiration New Forge. My lord, I mean no disrespect, but this forge of yours, let's just say if you want the mail to be at all serviceable, you're going to have to invest in a new one. A new forge for 5 years? Sure, okay. The Crusade has failed, and we have failed it. Although the other Crusade might succeed. Broken Cross. Warriors of St. George found only death and humiliation at the gates of Jerusalem. The Crusade, so eagerly called and supported by Pope Lucius, ended in a disastrous defeat that has only hurt the cause of the faithful. This will surely embolden more blasphemers and infidels to further stray from Catholicism. Although, there might be a huge bastion of Catholicism over here. New martial perk. Let's grab Parthian Tactics. Okay. A feast, I will say no. Right. Now, the question is, do we want Savoy? I mean, we already have Piedmont, and we have Venois. Savoy is kind of like, is right in the middle. It would unify those two bits of land quite nicely. And it's by rights, could be ours. Yeah, you know what? I think I do want it. I think I do want that land. Yeah. I'm going to press my claim on it. Let's go. We just simply have more troops, and theirs are at the Crusade, so let's go. Rally point here. Also, are we still at 109, by the way? We're at 111. Okay, so it did update at some point, just not immediately. Court position lost the boon for no reason. Told you it was still bugged. My cousin has given birth to a daughter called Ida. Alright. Let's go. Let's go to here first. Actually, let's go to here first. Let's go to their capital, because we can. Wonderful. Inspiration, a name to remember. Only the Lord guides me. Yes, we will dedicate it to the Lord. And then I'm going to siege their capital. Then I'm going to head down there and beat them up. Francocratia. The Byzantine Empire is no more. Wow. I don't think I've seen the AI ever do this. This almighty sovereign who once claimed that the legacy of Rome has been deposed. Magnificent palaces and cathedrals smolder. Corpses rot in great heaps. Chaos descends on a broken realm. Amidst the ashes, the Latin Empire is proclaimed in the name of Christ and Pope Lucius. A perilous, fractious age begins in the land of the Greeks. So he gets the Latin Empire. He gets the Kingdom of Thessalonica and lesser titles. Doge Ermenegildo has gained the Republic of the Aegean Islands, and the Byzantine Empire is destroyed. Wow. Wow. That is something you don't see very often. There's plenty of options for us to expand over there soon. Neighbors can be vassalized. Yeah. Some of these new ones are just willing to become my vassal now. Okay. I will ask them to convert when they become my vassal, but they're willing to just become my vassal. Alright. Take land grab opportunity. Wait. You need to convert. I will ask him to convert. Right. Continue our siege. We'll wait for him to convert. You can have a hook on me, but only because I'm going to immediately transfer you so you're not my vassal. So that now means that they're underneath that person. Wonderful. Anyone else on the border just want to be my vassal like you? Ah, they're at war. How about you? No. Okay, fair enough. Well, that's 100% war score because I captured the leader, my cousin, and I will enforce demands. Greetings, cousin. May your humors rot in your living body. You are a much greater foe than I imagined. In order to put an end to this bloodshed, I will comply with your demands. Hey, you know what? I'm going to invite you to my court now. Expand our army. He's arrived. Okay. I'm going to grant you the Duchy of Savoy and the lower titles. There we go. So, he keeps Savoy, but we have gained him as a vassal, effectively. So he should now be pretty happy with that. Yep, he loves it. He's only slightly mad that we declared war, but really happy we gave him the land back. So, he's not as independent as he used to be, but we have expanded. We're at 116 apparently. I don't know if we're actually at 116 or whether we're actually even further, but cool. We got to do more expansion at some point, but I think now is a good point to end the episode. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.